YouTube? Listen, family, class will be in session today. I want to teach and show you guys how you buy on a pullback, okay, versus having the wrong mindset when the stock is doing exactly what you needed to do in order to make the money. Listen, if that sounds like a plan, do me a favor, please make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Guys, I'm kicking it off with a few plays that on the week are doing pretty well, okay? Starting it off with Palantir, I couldn't be more impressed. They was just 140 before I got on here. Now they sitting at 138, but they're up over 4.5% in the past week. So I want you to look at this because when I'm gonna teach you today, I'm gonna use a specific stock, but this is applicable. Everything I teach you is universal, okay? So look at this. The top of these lines was, let's just call that 140. And all of these dips, the lowest of the dips is the 138 and the very low is 136. So that you can kind of know when we say buy on a pullback, this is kind of what you want to aim for so that you can have and see the gains and the return on your investments and or your trades, okay? And so this is Palantir. Guys, this play is going to continue to change your life. If you know and been around, we had this since $8.69. It is now sitting at 138.43 at the time of this recording, okay? Nothing in the foreseeable future outside of just too far too fast can really stop this particular play. They're well positioned for anything that this administration gonna do. They're well positioned for a recession. They're well positioned for war. It's just the best stock in the stock market, okay? Or if not the best, it's one of the best, okay? So that's Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. Another one that is making a awesome comeback. I just was showing this to you guys the other day when it was 120. I told you it's going to 138. Okay, so it's at 130 right now. Let it pull back. Okay, you don't ever want to chase high. However, if you happen to just have human behavior take over and sometimes you just break a rule like buying high, you have to remember you can't buy your full position when it's already high and we only got this much higher to go, okay? So you're going to always see the most success when you learn to get it low, okay? So I've been telling you about this play for a long time. Now it's finally kicking into gear. This is one of those ones, you got to know where the momentum is at, okay? And so sometimes when you can understand where the momentum is, then you can begin to make the right necessary adjustments in terms of where to be to make the most money, okay? With that being said though, check this out. The target is still 138. So we had a shortened week. They messed us up with the holiday, okay? So I want you to let it build out at this range right here, knowing that in the next 2 weeks, next week and the week after, we should be making our way towards that 138 price target. We're going to celebrate as a family, okay? But if you already been in this since 90, 98, 102, 113, guys, you're doing phenomenal at this point in time. And those you that bought high, some of you may be back to break even or should be back to break even. And if you have average down, you might be up a little bit and you can exit as well and prepare for the rinse and repeat, okay? So that's a couple things Coach wanted to share and show you guys on today, okay? Now, a lesson I want to teach you real quick is how to buy your plays, okay, on a pullback, all right? It's one thing to show it. So look at this. Let me make sure I got this pulled up, okay? All right, guys. I want to show you this. All right, look at this. APLD. This is perfect. First, look at the pullback. Okay, it was up here. Now it's down here. What did Coach say? Get it at 1094 or lower. And what did I say? Everybody write lower is better. Lower is better because this is how you make the most money. After you get lower, okay, so look at how it's forming a base. You see how as soon as it hit, let me just teach you this, 1020, and 1019, now it's starting to go back up. So it's trying to show you the low. Coach said under 1094, okay? So 1019 is showing you, okay, that's a good low. So what would you do? You would hit trade. You would hit trade options to play it safe. Okay, you don't have to go out this far, but I always want you guys to always manage your risk and have time on your side. This won't take this long, but if you hit January 16th, okay, and we just showed you 1019-ish is the low. Okay, that's the pullback that we were talking about. Coach didn't know if it's 1094 or 994. I just didn't want you buying it at 11. So you would see here, you can actually get this at $11. If you think it's going to go back to 11, which it is, it's going to go to 15. You can buy this for right now at 293. So if you was to go with this one, you would get a 62 delta. Coach is fine with that. My deltas are always 80 and no lower than 55. So look at the delta down here, guys. This is 62. This is more than fine. This is more than capable of making you a lot of money. But you don't want to buy it when it was 1094 or 1130 or at 15. You want to get it here. Let me know if that's understood. And I'm teaching you this. I don't care specifically about APLD. I'm teaching you a universal principle. You can go do this for any stock. The day that it's red, the day that it comes down, that's the day you do this. You don't do it when it's already high. Let me know if that's understood, because you guys are cutting into your own success, into your own gains, and into your own progress because of impatience. That's going to be the number one skill you got to learn when you're trading in the market, when you're on the 100K challenge. Patience is the greatest skill of them all, okay? So if you can get this $11 call at, or you can go for 10 or 9. Let's look at 9. Look at this. This is a 72 delta. This play was even better, but it'll cost you $3.60 or $360, okay? Or if you get the lower end of the bid, you guys see here, it will be $350. Regardless of what you do, you need to make sure your price is somewhere in there. Or if you do like Coach, you might say, I'm not paying $300 nothing. I want this delta, but I want it when it's $290. And then you just set the price to $290 and then let it keep coming down to that price. It'll execute, and then when it's ready to take off, you now know you're going to already be up 50, 60 points by the time it get back to 350 or 360 because you bought it at 290. Okay, so you're the CEO of your portfolio. You can dictate what prices you want to buy these at. Coach just want to teach and show you how to do it. So 9, 10, or 11 is what you would choose. Okay, you can choose $8 too. Okay, but if you get in there, you're good enough because the deltas are already at great levels on this pullback. Okay, do not fret. Don't think the play didn't work. It's about you understanding, okay, this is how they make the money. They're not buying when it was $15. All the top investors in the world and the traders in the world, they're waiting till it comes to this price. So we not listening, no complaining. If you see somebody complaining, you just calmly correct them and say, nope, this is where you're supposed to buy it at. Don't worry about APLD going down. Don't worry about any of your play going down. The going down part is where you should really be getting it at. Lesson learned from AMD so that you can see how it do on the other side. Okay, so that's just a lesson for you guys on today. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully your week was well, but we are going to run it all back next week. So everybody be in the Discord first thing Monday morning. Everybody else, consider joining the money team. We will get busy just like we got busy this week. Shout out to the money team and everybody that was in our plays for this week. Listen, guys, we're going to get up out of here. We make videos like this every day. So if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stocks using my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.